Hey everybody, this is the Houston Outlaws, and we're here for another press conference, and we're going to be answering your questions.
All right, the first and definitely most asked question is, why were you guys trying to run the Tracer the entire attack on Hanamura?
It was something that worked in our simulations against their comp, right? Just they out-executed us. Honestly like, it's still a sound strategy, just like an execution problem. It's like a matter of sweating their focus, but I feel like Sheriff 4 really just kind of like clutched it out, had one of those moments that you can't really account for when you're like developing strategies, and that kind of threw a wrench in our plan.
All right, the next one is, that Bastion play was great by Jake. Was that a planned strategy?
Yeah, we know that like the Orisa comp struggles to deal with that amount of DPS pressure, because a really core part of the Orisa defense on King's Row is sitting on the corner of point with the Orisa shield. But Bastion really throws a wrench in your plans, because he does what pretty much no other character can, which is just kill the Orisa through all the heals, through shields, through everything. You just put out too much DPS. So yeah, it's a strat. I mean, it's definitely, I think some other teams have used the same strat in similar situations.
It's a nice little curveball too. It's like you're never going to expect that to come at you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one is, yay or nay on gamer glasses, and why?
I like them just because it feels like your eyes are like a little bit more relaxed. It's like easier to stay chill. But I don't think it really makes a big difference one way or the other. I don't think if you don't have them, you don't really need them. But you know, hey, if you want to check them out, might as well.
I'm pretty indifferent to it, right? Maybe it's like one of those things where it's like it's low risk. If it gives you like a 1% advantage, then it's like, why not? But I'm too lazy to even go for that 1% advantage. It looks like a little lame. I don't want to be a four eyes, you know? Get shoved into a locker or something.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get bullied a little, but you know, hey.
All right, the next question is, in all seriousness, does Jake have any more breathing exercises to recommend? That one he described works really well.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you like just focus on your breath, you don't have to be like an expert or have some super specific exercise. If you just like notice your breath, a lot of times even just that, just focusing on your breath and, you know, slowing it down a little, you can just kind of manually calm yourself down. So I mean, if you want, you can always like look it up online or whatever. I don't think it matters too much what you do, as long as you're thinking about it. That's what really matters.
Yeah, there's also a really helpful app for like meditation and relaxation called Headspace. You can look into that for like just like more, you know, like chill.
It's like relaxing
chill
before bed, or
yeah,
exactly.
Just
Just clearing your head. Mm-hmm.
All right, the last one for you guys is, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
All right, the first question is, have you guys had any of your family members get to come visit you out there in Burbank?
Nope.
No time for that right now.
Are you excited to get to either go home and see them or have them come see you guys?
Yeah, of course.
After the season, yeah. Have some time.
Yeah.
All right, the next question is, Spree, how do I actually pronounce your name?
Wait, I have food in my mouth. Alexandre von Homwegen.
All right, the next one is, what would you say is the best way to combat someone like Genji on Hanamura, a really sneaky DPS that picks isolated heroes?
Brigade is good.
Winston's obviously good against Genji.
Winston's good against Genji.
It just comes down to being aware of it. You have to,
yeah.
if someone's isolated, then you just have to be aware that they're a target.
Using like something specific is like using when you have a headset and you like listen to the sound he makes. Obviously, when he's crouching, you won't hear him, but when he's like jumping around or like behind you, usually like you can hear him. And being aware of that is really important in Overwatch. To like when people are like sneaking behind you and like going for one shots.
I'm not trying to like be depressing, but just like in general, what do you guys feel like was kind of some of the issues with tonight's performance?
From a spectator point of view and listening to the comms, I think it was like not really like being unprepared or panicking, and I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's like maybe being unprepared and not expecting things and making the situation not good because they weren't prepared for what was coming, or just like panicking and not reacting well like we did in practice, like not doing what we're planning, you know.
I feel like we just tried to do everything too quickly. Like we just got really lost in it, and the tempo was just way too high, when really the most optimal play is just to like wait around and wait for them to make a mistake. But it felt like we just kept like calling a strat and then going on and doing it instead of like walking in, gauging the fights, and then making like a strat or a play and letting them make a mistake.
The last question is, do you guys ever need to use the bathroom mid-matches?
Yeah, sometimes. It's rough.
Yeah, when you need to go, you need to go. I mean,
Clockwork, actually, the reason we don't play him anymore is because he peed on stage once. It was kind of gross.